Hi, gozaimasu. So today we're gonna do something that I did before, but I just wanted to retry it. I'm gonna do this often, not like every day, but maybe every week or every couple weeks, because I want to be a black belt in Taekwondo. I'm studying and I'm training, and one thing I think important of a black belt is not just your fighting skill, but also your knowledge of the actual martial art. So, long story short, this video is me once again doing as many forms as I can off the top of my head. That I want that to be one of my specialties, I guess you can say, or my strengths. I don't know. Either way, I want it to. I want to be able. My goal is to have every single form memorized, all the way from yellow stripe up to black belt. So obviously, I passed my test, like I said I would. So I am now blue belt. So I'm junior instructor Reed. Haha. So 2 more belts and then I'm black belt. You got, well, 2 more belts, but there's a lot more steps because I still got red stripe, red belt, black stripe, black belt. So that's 4 more tests, but 2 belts. You get it. So yeah, we're gonna go. The easiest way for me to remember is going from my current one, my most recent ones, all the way backwards instead of starting from the first ones. So that's what I'm gonna do, and we're just gonna go through and see how much I can remember. So let's see. So I guess the last one would be my ones I just did. Let's see. All right. Yoga Tsuruми Yi, philosophy of Confucius of Korea, 38 motions. The motions be tearing me up. 38? I'm pretty sure the motion numbers are what I'm gonna mess up, but besides that, you know what I mean? Hi! Yoga. Pretty good. Obviously, I'm going a lot faster than I should, but I'm kind of speeding on purpose. All right, let's see here. Whew, that's hot. Yoga, then Taeguk. I'm getting over a sickness, so I got stuff all in my throat. Taeguk, Sajong, 4th one, reverse Korean flag. 28 motions. I haven't practiced in like a good maybe 5-6 days, so my brain's having a little bit of an issue. Let's see here. All right. Taeguk Sachong. All right, then Palway Sachong, 4th set of 8 trigrams, 29 motions, sir, yada yada. Hey! You scoot up some. All right, that one is Palway Sachong. So that was the blue belt forms. To get your blue belt. I say it weird, whatever, you guys get it. So next one is blue stripe, which is one, starting off with the ITF. Excuse me. Okay. Wanyo, Monkey Juice Buddhism till Still Dynasty 686 AD, 28 motions. Now this belt, the numbers always trick me up. I believe Wanyo's 28, Taeguk is 34, and Palway is 22. That sounds right. Okay, I guess it's not tripping me up. Whatever. Wanyo, here we go. Hey! Always trip this one up with the one I just did because they're so similar. And please excuse my weird stepping. I don't have much room, so I gotta kind of make do. Alright, that was Wanyo. I kind of messed up at the end there, but I know what my mistake was, so I'm not too concerned about it. As long as I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So hot. Alright, that was Wanyo, so now we're going to do Taeguk Samchang. Taeguk Samchang, 30 form graves for Korean flag, 34 motions. Now this one, is it a this and then those, or is it just straight into it? See, that's my problem. Little small intricacies. What the fuck's the word? Little small intricacies. There we go. I think that's the word. Intricacies. Whatever. Intricate. D. I believe it is this because it don't seem right to go straight into this. I'm gonna do that, and then if it's wrong, I'll figure out after I record this video, then I'll fix it in my training. Good enough. Actually, it does seem right. Whatever. Backing up. Taeguk Samchang. And now Pagwe Samchang. Third set of 8 trigrams, 22 motions. Pagwe Samchang. Alright, that was the yellow, excuse me, that was the blue belt forms. Now we're gonna go to the green, that was blue stripe forms, we're gonna go to the green belt forms, which is the classic Dosan, Taeguk Ichang, and Pagwe Ichang. It's only classic because it's the one I've been doing for like the 5 years because I took a big old gap, so I was green stripe when I left, so I came back green stripe, if that makes sense. So Dosan has been the one that I've been doing for the longest time, so I'm just so used to it. So either way, here we go. Dosan Sunu Aung Chang Ho, Great Educator and Freedom Fighter, 1876 to 1938, 24 motions. Like, I don't even have to really think about it, it's so ingrained. I've said it so many times. Hi! Step. Nope. I said that, but then I still mixed it up with Pagwe. It's alright though. Hi! Dosan. Like I said with the other ones a couple minutes ago, if I mess up slightly while I'm demonstrating, as long as I know what the proper thing is and I know what the mistake was, I'm not too worried about it. So I think I made the mistake of doing Pagwe when we did this one. But as you see, I know the proper one. So I'm not too concerned about slight mistakes as long as I know what I'm supposed to be doing. So whatever. That was Dosan. Now we're gonna do Taeguk Chong. So Taeguk Chong, second form or Korean flag, 23 motions. This one's weird, but I like it though. Oh wait, nope. Hold on, let me start over. There we go. Taeguk Ichang. All right, that was Taeguk. Now, Pagwe Ichang, second set of 8 trigrams, 26 motions. This is one of the most annoying and repetitive forms ever, but it is what it is. Yeah, one of the most annoying and repetitive. A lot of them are repetitive, but they're so fun. This one's just like tedious. Anyway, let's see. Pagwe Ichang, second set of 8 trigrams, 26 motions, sir. Here we go. This is the one I was mixing up Dosan with. Hi! Hi! Pagwe Ichang. Yeah, that one it's okay. Oh, just some tips for if you're studying any forms, ITF, WTF, whatever. So ITF, which is your special name ones, which is like Yolguk, Wanyo, Dosan. Those are ITF, which is the original version of Taekwondo. Those ones, there's always a kiap, ha! So kiap, if you don't know, is just the sound you make when you're doing a form, like a certain motion. So kiap. There's kiaps always at the beginning and end of every ITF form, except for like one, but whatever. For the most part, 99% of the time, if you're doing ITF, which is the original style, but it's the least common one now in America. If you go to different clubs, most of it is WF, but whatever. ITF, always a kiap in the beginning and the end motions, and then WTF, which is your Taeguks and your Pagwe. Taeguk, there's always one at the bottom, the last motion. Taeguk, there's always a kiap at the last motion, and Pagwe, there's always like 2 in the middle. So it kind of like cuts it in half. So as you saw, let me try to think of a quick one. Let's see. So Pagwe, I guess this is Samchong. You see here, I don't start off with the kiap, right? And then in this middle frame, hi! And then I do one of those pseudos. Hi! And then I finish it off. So, Pagwe, the Pagwes of WF, all the Pagwe forms, you have usually 2 kiaps in the middle of the form. And then Taeguks of WF, the Taeguk forms, you have it at the end. And then all of the ITF forms, beginning and end. All right? So, yada, yada, yada. You get it. Let's move on. IF is better, by the way. ITF is better. I think it's way more fun, and I'm so glad that I'm in a club that does both. Because WF is the most popular one taught in America, which is fine, but they're both important, and ITF was the original. I'm still mad at WF, by the way, for having the cooler symbol. The two guys kicking. I definitely can't kick that high, but you know what I'm talking about if you know Taekwondo. IF is just a fist. They're both cool, but come on, man. But yeah, our club teaches us both because our Master Sabrowski, his Grandmaster Eugene Humetsky, he taught that class in both styles because he wanted them to be well-rounded in their knowledge. And so Master Sabrowski teaches us both styles, one for knowledge, but also, even though we focus on ITF because they have continuous sparring and not point stoppage sparring, WF is what's in the Olympics. So if we ever want to go to the Olympics, he wanted us to know what we needed to know. So yada, yada, yada. There you go, a little background. Anyway, so I believe I just finished the Dosan forms, which is to get your green belt. So now it'll be green stripe, which is, I believe, Dangun and Palway Ilchung, which is Palway 1. By the way, for those who don't know, Taeguk Palway, there's 8 of them. Il, I, Sam, Sa, and that's all I know so far because I'm only at Palway and Taeguk 4. Once I get to 5, I'll know 5. I think it's like U or something. Palway Uchung, O-chung. That sounds right, but I'm not sure. So, Il, I, Sam, Sa. So if you hear me say those things, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Taeguk Ilchung, Taeguk 1. Taeguk Ichung, Taeguk 2. Taeguk Samchung, Taeguk 3. Taeguk Sachung, Taeguk 4. You get it. So anyway, Daegun, Holy Daegun, Legendary Founder of Korea, 2333 BC, 21 motions. Sir, here we go. Hey! Right, I know it's gonna be. Okay, I had to remember for a second. Like, what's the next part? Taeguk. Okay. I was about to say Taeguk because like this is not a Taeguk anywhere close to a Taeguk. There's not even a Taeguk on this test. I'm gonna do that one again because I got distracted by somebody walking out of their dorm. Because I'm in the dorm living rooms and there's glass. People can see, I can see out. I saw somebody walking out of their dorm, so I got distracted. Either way, let me do that again. Dangun, Holy Dangun. Dangun, Holy Dangun, Legendary Founder of Korea, 2333 BC, 21 motions. Sir. Yada yada, here we go. Hi! Oh, nope, one hand. Hi! Dangun, right? All right, so now we got Palway Ilchung. So Palway Ilchung, first set of 8 trigrams, 20 motions, sir. Like I said, key ups in the middle, not at the beginning or end. Hi! So it was a pseudo and a sword pull. Palway Ilchung. Alright. Last but not least, we got Chunji, and then we got Taeguk Ilchung. I do not know Saju Cherokee, Saju Maki, and I keep forgetting to ask my master to teach me. Because, but to be fair though, the last time I seen them, it was test time, so I was focused on that test because I wanted my freaking junior instructor title. So, I have an excuse. I have an excuse. Because, you know, I almost messed myself up because of what I said. I want to make sure I know all of the forms that exist. When I was training for my test, I was also still training all my other forms and I was getting them mixed up. And one of my instructors, Mr. Moore, he was telling me, like, no. That's a good goal and all that, but when you're studying for a test, focus on them forms. You don't want to mix them up on test day. When it is test training time, focus on your test. Don't try to memorize everything in the world and then you mix them up like I did. So I listened to him. I didn't practice any of the forms except for my blue belt forms, and I passed the test. So obviously he knew what he's talking about. Long story short, the last time I seen him, which is like a month ago or 2, because you know school started, so we have to wait for school to kind of get into place, and then we can start going back to the school and teaching the kids, which also means we can go back to teaching ourselves. So yeah, I haven't seen him in like 2 months, and in that time period, I was studying for my test. So basically, next time I see him, I'll need to make sure to learn Saju Cherokee, Saju Maki. I need it. Because it's not even necessary, because it's not even really for a test. It's just to like get your, like, hey, I'm doing Taekwondo thing, right? That first test is not even really for a rank. It's more so just for existing. It's like, hey, you know, getting the bearings of doing a form. Because if you've never done martial arts, forms are fucking weird, right? So Saju Cherokee, Saju Maki are the only 2 that I don't know for sure. I literally know nothing. I know they're 4-directional punch and 4-directional block, but like, it's just like, hey, like, I don't remember because I've done it like 8 years ago when I did those forms. So let me stop yapping. Let's get to the last two. Chunji and Taeguk Ilcha, right? Chunji, Heaven and Earth, 19 motions. Real simple, especially when we get to our Dosan, Sudum, Angjong, Ho, Rage, Gain, Freedom Fighter, 876, 1938, 24 motions. So like Chunji is way easier. But anyway, Chunji, Heaven and Earth, 19 motions, Sarah, yada yada, and let's go. Hi! I think. Yep. Hi! I always mix up Chunji and Taeguk Ilcha because they feel like they should be flipped. Because this one is so easy, it feels like it should be Taeguk. And Taeguk Ilcha is easier, but it's a little more complicated, so it feels like that should be the Chunji. Hi! Chunji. Because yeah, this one is complicated. You got reverses and shit when you go to Taeguk Ilcha. So it's like, whenever I do Taeguk Ilcha, I'm like, this is harder. I feel like this should be an ITF, but it's not. Yeah, to me, ITF is always a little more complicated, but I like it. Looking forward to choreo form, which is 50 motions for black belt. Ha 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 ha. 38 was already a lot to remember, let alone fucking 50. And if I'm not mistaken, the black belt test has 4 forms, so that's also really cool and great. Anyway, that was Chunji. That was Taeguk Ilcha, which is number 1, like I said, Il-I Sam Sa. Taeguk Ilcha, first form, Great or Korean flag, 20 motions. This one, how does this go? Oh yeah, this is the stupid one. Never mind, I remember. That's all I need to remember. That's all I need to know to memorize what form it is. Which one is this? Oh yeah, the stupid one. Because I always mix them up. Remember, Taeguk ones are at the end. See what I'm talking about? And this is where that stupid Paulway stuff comes in. I kind of mix up the directions of this one, but I know the motions, so it's like, hi! Nope, that's not it. It's hi! There we go. It was a step punch at the end. There it is. So that was Taeguk Ilcha, kinda. But yeah, that whole high block, kick, and punch, that's annoying, and we do it like 10 times in Paulway Ichung. That's where it came from. It came from Taeguk Ilcha. And I hate Taeguk Ilcha for that, because it's a cool combo, I guess. Like, it's cool. It's cool enough where I did it in my outro, but like, I don't know, Paulway Ichung just ruined it for me because you do it so many times in that form. Either way, so that was it. I guess to recap, we went from blue belt, which is, because I want to make sure I take memorizing the presentation just as serious as memorizing the forms, because they're both, I don't think it's right to neglect one for the other. They're both a part of the same thing, so both is equally important. So anyway, we started with, what was it? Yoguk, Surum Yi, Flash Rose, Kusha Priya, Yoguk City, Flash Rose, Kusha Priya, 38. Oh, I think I forgot the numbers. Let me get in position, maybe they'll help me remember more. Yoguk City, Yi, Flash Rose, Kusha Priya, 38, 39, no. Yoguk Surum Yi, Flash Rose, Kusha Priya, 38. Yoguk Surum of Yi, Flash Rose, Kusha Priya, 38, 33. BC 38 motions. Yoguk Surum Yi, Flash Rose, Kusha Priya, 38 motions. There's some numbers that I can't remember. Jesus Christ. I don't know. I think I said it in the forms, but can't remember it now. Either way. Yoguk Surum of Yi, Flash Rose, Kusha Priya, 38, 39 BC, 38 motions. Then we went to Taeguk Sa Chang, 4th form of Great Korean flag, 28 motions. Then we went to Paulway Sa Chang, 4th set of 8 trigrams, 29 motions. And then for blue stripe, we had Wanyo, monk who introduced Buddhism to Seoul Dynasty, 686 AD, 28 motions. Then we had Taeguk Samchang, which is 3rd form of Great Korean flag, 34 motions. Then Paulway Samchang, 3rd set of 8 trigrams, 22 motions. And then for the green belt, that is Dosan Surum Angchang Ho, Great Educator, Freedom Fighter, 1876 to 1938, 24 motions. Taeguk Ichang, 2nd form Great or Korean flag, 23 motions. Paulway Ichang, 2nd set of 8 trigrams, second set of 8 trigrams, 26 motions. And then green stripe, Daegun, Holy Daegun, legendary fountain of Korea, 23 motions. No, Daegun, Holy Daegun, legendary fountain of Korea, 2333 BC, 21 motions, sir. And then Palway Ilchong, first set of 8 trigrams, 20 motions. And then Chunji, Heaven and Earth, 19 motions. And finally, Taeguk Ilchong, first form of reverse or Korean flag, 20 motions. And just one more tip, like I said with the kiosks, I already told you that, but with the presentations, Taeguk is always Taeguk blank Chong, whatever. Wait, shit. I can't explain it to you and give you the worst explanation ever. Taeguk Ilchong, first set of 8. Okay, here we go. So Taeguk number Chong, blank form, Taeguk Ilchong, first set of 8. Taeguk Ilchong, first form of reverse Korean flag. Okay, so just for example, Taeguk Ilchong, first form or the Great Eaters or Korean flag, 20 motions, right? So it'll just, the number is the only thing that changes in the motions. It's always number, form of Heaven and Earth, blank motions. So Taeguk Ilchong, first form of reverse or Korean flag, 19 motions, sir. Taeguk Ichong, second form of reverse or Korean flag, 23 motions, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, all the way up to 8, right? So that's Taeguk. And then Palgwe forms is always the same thing. The numbers is the only thing that changes, but it's Palgwe Ilchong, first set of 8 trigrams, 20 motions. So you get, instead of form, universe, Korean flag, whatever, it is set of 8 trigrams. So first set of 8 because there's 8 altogether. Why they're different, I don't know. Who cares? They're cool. So just understand that. It's always the same. That's the easiest part of memorizing. You only have to memorize the numbers, really. So if you memorize Heaven and Earth, blank motions, if you memorize blank set of 8 trigrams, you know, everything else is pretty easy. So yeah, that's it. And then there's no real form or rhyme or reason to the ITF, excuse me. I get tripped up because WTF and ITF was what it used to be, but WTF changed their name to WF, so I keep saying IF sometimes. But either way, yeah, ITF, they're all different. I can't even give you an example of like a pattern that I can think of. Sometimes they give you a name like Yoguk, they give you pseudonym of Yi. Sometimes there's no pseudonym. Wanyo. Yeah, sometimes it's just a description of the person it's based off of, like Wanyo. He's a monk who introduced Buddhism to the Silla dynasty. So yeah, I can't really give you tips on ITF. It's just kind of like memorize it. There you go. WF definitely has a little more of a consistency at least, but that also makes it easier to learn. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of tired and sweaty now. So, but it's good for you. Sweat is good. Just make sure you drink plenty of water, right? Make sure you stay hydrated. So thank you guys for watching. I love water. I'm happy that I'm a water drinker because water is so important, but some people don't like the taste, so they gotta force themselves. I like the taste. So that's the end of the video. As you can see, I did pretty good. I think that was a solid 9 out of 10 in terms of like, what do I remember? What have I memorized? What can I do off the dome? Because a lot of times before these videos, I kind of like study before because I can't remember. But this time I didn't study. I just put the camera on and did what I could remember. So I think I did really good. 9 out of 10 for me personally. So yeah, I just, like I said last video, which is sad, I need Sacho Cherokee Sachimaki because I want to learn, you know, I want to make sure I got all of them. Because one of my, Mr. Moore, the one I was talking about earlier, he was like, why are you studying all the ones from like 10 years ago? You're not going to do them again. Which is like, yeah, fair. But, you know, as much as we want linear progression, we want to get better, next form. I think it's important to retain the information. I just don't want it to go in one ear, out the other. Because that's what school is. And that's why people never learn. How many people have taken 4 years of Spanish and don't remember a lick of Spanish? Because you weren't actually trying to learn it. You were trying to memorize it for the test, and then you forget it forever. So, which is fine, but not if you actually want to learn it. Because school is forced, so it makes sense. People don't try that hard. But this, I chose to do this. So I want to make sure I actually know. Especially considering we are there to teach children who are like 5 belts below us. So I kind of want to make sure I know all the old forms. so I don't have to have Master Sabrowski remind me every time. I want to know it right then and there. Like, hey, Miss Reed, can you go teach kid 1, 2, and 3 Dosan? Be like, yep, no problem. That's what I wanted. That's what I want it to be like, and that's how it's been. Because I don't want to not know it and then teach them wrong, and now they're messed up because of me. So, long story short, I'm doing what I want to do, and I think it's working out good. It's working out good for me, and like I said, I think that'll be my thing. I know all the forms off the top of my head, which is pretty cool, honestly. I think that's a cool strength to have, right? So, like I said, thank you guys for watching, and I shall do this again in like 4 weeks or something. We'll see when I make this again, but this will be a recurring video to keep me up to date on my forms, right? Hopefully by next video, we shall be back in the school with Taekwondo, and I'll be able to. Actually, I can just look it up. What am I talking about? I could just look it up. That's what YouTube's for. I don't have to wait those months. I forgot about that. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next video, right? Johnny.
All my fellas. All my fellas.